We're going to discuss now Chapter 12 of our STAS entitled The Information Age, Gutenberg to Social Media. At the end of this chapter, the students should be able to familiarize themselves with the pre-Gutenberg world, Gutenberg Revolution, and the post-Gutenberg world. Illustrate how social media and information age affected our society. Let's start off with getting to know Johannes Gutenberg. He is a German blacksmith who mechanized the process of printing, one of the greatest inventions during the Middle Ages. He was responsible for shaping the nature of the society by establishing the first form of spreading information. This is called the Gutenberg Principle. It is a distribution of information that has become possible but expensive and yet institutionalized. It means it is created and controlled by an established organization. In the pre-Gutenberg world, in the early times, books were created manually by hand. They were transcribed using clays, papyrus, wax, and parchment. It is the government who determined who will be given the opportunity to have the education to read. The government were scared that the influence of mass communication will be the hindrance in their ruling. In the pre-Gutenberg world, the transmission of information relied only through word-of-mouth channels. The first printing press was built through Johannes Gutenberg, which heralded the start of mass communication. However, it took 100 years for this to spread. During the Gutenberg Revolution is a term used to express the democratizing effects of the invention of the printing press among society. The invention of the printing press allowed for worldwide changes to take place. Democracy was born through the invention of the printing press. It allowed them to have a voice and spread the messages unlike before. At this time, knowledge is power. Because the people were informed of what is happening in their society through printed papers circulating in the community, it opened their minds and started expressing their ideals. According to Einstein, the printing press was an important step towards the democratization of knowledge. Although the distribution of information becomes possible, it was expensive and only a few can afford it. Hence, to satisfy the needs of everyone, distribution of information was institutionalized or mediated, or was controlled by an organization. In the post-Gutenberg world, in 1920, the radio broadcasting was introduced. It marked a significant jump in the speed of communication. It made the spreading of information even more quickly and widely. It was in 1970s wherein the information age accelerated global communication. It started when the microprocessor began and took it as an introduction to the Internet browser, which made the information age significant up to this day. In the early times of the Internet, it still follows the Gutenberg principle. Both money and expertise are required for you to be able to access the Internet and spread information. Therefore, still, the greater access to information was not fulfilled. However, the spread in accessing the information through the Internet was great. For that reason, many investments appear to serve and create opportunities with e-commerce as the major new web-based phenomenon. The development of the Internet in our world changed two major expansions. Uploading and downloading of different forms of media, such as images, videos, and audios, were now possible through Internet access, and spreading and publishing of information were now much easy because of different tools. In the post-Gutenberg principle or social information principle was now being taken place. This time, information can now be on the hand of every individual. Now let's explore currently the information age. Man always has the need for communication and continuous exchange of information. This is motivated by man's need for belongingness to a society, giving and receiving instructions and precautions, giving comfort and encouragement, and improving everyday ways and means. There were three distinct historical periods for information technology revolution. The discoveries and invention on communication and information technology have greatly helped in meeting the constant need of man to connect and have a sense of belongingness. The first modern information revolution started in the mid-19th century. This included the telegraph, telephone, and radio developments. Business, government, military, and foreign policy establishments were also able to communicate easier. These inventions have greatly helped in improving the people's lives. The second modern information revolution extended until the mid-20th century. This also included the television, early generation computers, and satellites. The industrial society and governmental affairs have greatly benefited from this, saving so much money that was at first spent over communication and exchange of information. On the third modern information revolution, it began in the 1980s and has surpassed the two other revolutions. It includes our time now, which is called as the knowledge revolution. This includes advanced information technologies and has a remarkable impact in politics, economics, sociology, and culture of knowledge creation and distribution. The information age has a big impact in the society in that a lot of money usually spent on ensuring the message has reached the receiving end and that deciphering the message is correct is now saved. Communication has become more effective and efficient. Goods are easily made by the producers and easily sold to the wholesalers, then to the retailers, and finally to the individual consumers. Businesses flourished and it has greatly helped improve every nation's economy. Now let's explore the impact of social media to our society. Social media is defined as a form of electronic communication wherein the users share information, ideas, and even videos by creating online communities. It is an internet-based medium intended for sharing information and serves as an avenue for collaboration and reviewing of information and opinions. Among the 3 billion people around the world, 40% use online social media. Social media users spend an average of 2 hours every day tweeting or liking posts in different platforms. Social media has become a form of virtual reality and a form of escape from the tyranny of life. Geographical distance is no longer a hindrance in communicating with other people around the globe. Mark Schaefer, an author, blogger, and social media marketing consultant, cited a summary on how social media has changed the world. He noticed that social media had made the society less individualistic and traditional groups more reinforced, as seen in how we can collaborate with other people in group chats and in video conferences around the globe. In education, including informal learning, social media served as an important catalyst. We have experienced this as we have been able to conduct online classes. We can also attend to classes on the different parts of the world. Selfies shared on social media send different messages worldwide. In the world of social media, online equality is different from offline equality. How we behave online may be different from how we observe and interact with others offline. Not the company, but the people who use social media define its functionality. Sometimes even the users or the consumers can have a very big impact on the company just by how he or she gave feedback or reviews on that company. The public social media can be viewed as traditionalist or conservative. Posted photos and use of emojis in social media has shifted human communication. The world became less homogeneous because of social media. We are now more aware of the different cultures around the world. Personal commerce has become greatly promoted with the help of social media. Nowadays, it's very common to see online sellers in different social media platforms. Group communication arise because of social media. Social media for some served as their own online homes. Gender relations has been profoundly affected by social media. Human conversations and relationships are now polymedia or through chats, through calls, through video conferencing. Social media is a privacy threat. And lastly, memes in social media served as moral police that has set the standards of normal behavior among the general public. Nowadays, it has become the memes who become the parents of our younger generation. As you can now see, there are different pros and cons of social media. Social media and the advancement of information technology has greatly influenced daily living of people. It has its fair share of advantages and disadvantages. So we, as a society, must learn to be in control of all of this.